Ooh-wee. Hello and welcome to, what is this, week 6? Oh my goodness. This is our 16th workout, is that right? Our 16th workout, I think. Um, Math. Can't be our 16th. Yeah, I think it's our 16th workout. I don't know. There's 3 a week, 5 weeks. Yeah, it's our 16th workout. Whatever it is, welcome to Fat Boy Fitness, and thank you for joining me. If you've already started the video, go ahead and let it play to the end. Just walk off or read a book or whatever. You know, grab some popcorn and a beer, or better yet, maybe march in place and stand up and work along with us. A few safety things first. I am not a doctor. I'm not a health guru. I am not a nutritionist. I'm not any of those things. Any advice I give is stuff that I learned in high school, seventh grade in high school health, and whatever I find on the YouTubes like everybody else. So if you are one of those things, please feel free to offer advice in the comments below. And if you are starting a program, you probably need to consult one of those if you are in my condition. I'm obviously not a fitness guru. So I have a pull-up bar here, and I want to point this out every week. If you get a pull-up bar and you hook anything to it or you do pull-ups from it, make sure you are pulling on the side that is outside the wall, braced up against the door frame, and not pulling on the side that is braced up against the door, that is resting on the door jamb, because that is the side that will fall down on you if you try to pull up, because there's no support there. All of the support is here. So make sure you're on the outside using that leverage to support you. I'm going to do, last week we didn't quite make it to 20, so I'm going to shoot at 20. These are waist high with my toes on the line. I had to put a broomstick across the door frame with the bath mat over it to keep my feet from slipping, because once I lay back it takes all the weight off my feet. So to keep my feet from just swinging out from underneath me, I put a broomstick to brace my toes up against. So I'm going to do 20 of these, and on the last one down, on the 20th one down, I'm going to hold it halfway down, and I'm going to hold to a count of 10 at the pace that I did the pull-ups. So if I was doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that's how fast I'm going to count while I'm holding 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to do countertop push-ups to 30 at a 45, and then this week I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to try to do some crunches. And the problem I have is I don't have a way to properly demonstrate a crunch to you in this video. I may have to make a different video. This setup doesn't allow me to properly demonstrate a crunch, and it doesn't matter anyway because I'm fat. It'll just look like I'm scrunching up together. And then we'll move over to the treadmill. After we do 3 sets all the way around, we'll move over to the treadmill where we'll go 5 minutes at 3.5 and 5 minutes at 4 miles per hour. And so, and we're steadily working our way up to 6 miles an hour. The goal of this is to be able to do 30 sit-ups, 20 push-ups, 10 deep knee bends, 5 pull-ups, and run a 10-minute mile. That's a workout I haven't been able to do in 30 years. So here we go, laying back into this thing. And my excuse today, I went and got the wife's oil changed, and it should have only taken about an hour, and it ended up taking 2.5 hours as they traced down some electrical problems and some other stuff. Didn't get started. It's after 6. And I'm normally done with this by 4, and it's after 6, and I'm just now getting started. So apologies to my European followers, because you missed it on Monday, and it's my fault. I should have done it before I left. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I gotta hold it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness gracious. Made it to 20. Whew. Whew. Made it to 20. Okay. Shake it. Shake it so we don't fall on our little arm balls. And then I'm going to go to a little bit more than a 45-degree angle. About a 45-degree angle. Do some push-ups on the countertop. You can change the intensity of this by stepping closer to the countertop, stepping further away from the countertop, spreading your feet will make it less intense. Stepping forward will make it less intense. Spreading your hands will change the intensity and change the muscles that you're working. So you can give some muscles a little bit of rest and work some other muscles. I like to keep my hands just a little bit inside shoulder width. When I started this, I was doing them fingertips, diamonds, but I just don't feel stable on the countertop to do that. And so I'm going to go just a little bit inside, shoulder width. And I'm going to do 30 of these. And if I make it to 33 times the whole week, then next week we'll move to the floor and we'll do knee style push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, halfway down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up. Ooh, my mat, I've got a yoga mat on the floor sliding out from under my feet. I put a yoga mat down so I could do crunches on it, and it was sliding out from under my feet. I was afraid I was going to fall. I may have to move it out of the way and then just lay it back down when I do crunches. Now, this will be fun because the dogs will come check and see if I'm okay. I'm probably just going to do 10 crunches this week. We'll see where it goes. The hardest part for me is going to be getting up and down from the floor. I think right there you should still be able to see me. We'll find out. Make sure you can't see my bits. I want to make sure and not pull my head up because that's dangerous. So I'm just gonna lift my chest up off the floor and then back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I know there's a whole big group of you going 10 crunches. That's not even worth getting on the floor for. But I'm telling you, there's 20 million other people out there just like me that winced even watching that. I am going to move this for when I do the push-ups again. I guarantee you there are 20 million other people out there with the exact same problems I have that are that just winced at the idea of even getting on the floor because of how hard it is to get back up, let alone scrunching all of this stuff that's in the way. Where your body's supposed to fold, you've got stuff in the way. It's like trying to shut a door when there's something in the hinge. The door won't shut. You just push it, trying to make it shut, and you end up bowing and breaking the door. You got to get the stuff out of the hinge. That's what we're working on. So here we go. 10 deep knee bends. I forgot to mention those earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up. Now I'm experiencing some knee pain. And I have the option here. Do I push through it or do I find another exercise? We'll see if it might work itself out. Otherwise, we might find a different exercise. Maybe I do lunges instead of deep knee bends this week. But we'll find out. I'm not afraid of soreness from the muscles. I'm afraid of falling, and I'm afraid of damaging myself. So we have to watch out for that kind of stuff. We have to watch out for each other. So here we go. We're going to do 20 more of these. I'm scared now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down, all the way up. My feet started sliding. Whew. I may have to get some different shoes. My feet started sliding. All right. It's supposed to be tough. Ooh. All right. It's supposed to be tough. It's not supposed to be impossible. And you're not supposed to die doing it. Don't die. It's important to not die. All right, shake it out. Let's knock these out. We're doing 30. Oh, whose idea was that? All right. You don't have to keep pace with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do these in the door jam. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can just wave your arms around from your chair. 9, 10, 11, 12. You can set your popcorn on the ground. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, can't talk, 18, counting, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, halfway down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up for 30. Woo. 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 if you set your beer and your popcorn on the floor so that you have to sit up and get it every time you want one, I think that counts as a crunch. I had a colleague in the Army, Lieutenant Talavera. He's chubby like me, not quite as bad as me, but still chubby. But always managed to pass his PT test. And he said about a month before the PT test would come up, he'd get up between the commercials. He'd set his chips and beer aside and get up and do push-ups and sit-ups. All right, 10 more crunches. Making sure you can't see my bits. All right. Again, I want to make sure that I'm not pulling my head up with my hands and putting too much strain on my neck. I'm just going to lift my shoulders off the mat. And I'm going to go up, and I want to come down at twice the speed it took me to go up. So my feet are sliding all over the place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn. And you're not supposed to do that explosive movement up. You're supposed to go up in a nice, slow manner. But I'm not there yet. So I'll keep working on it. I'll keep working on it. Like I said, this format doesn't really lend itself to demonstrating the proper techniques. And it's okay, because I just learned my techniques off the YouTube video. I highly suggest that you go learn them off the YouTube videos too. Alright, 10 deep knee bends. Let's see how many he does. Whew. Well, that's much better. 1, 2, no it's not, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up for 10. No, it's not better, but I only have one more set to go. And somewhere I have a knee brace. If I need to put a knee brace on, it's probably just my arthritis kicking in, because we've got a cold front coming. Whew. But somewhere I have a knee brace that I have to dig out every year about this time. It doesn't help that I'm still a 285-pound man. So, alright. Last set of the day. Here we go. Hang on. Okay. Procrastination. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hang on. My feet are really moving on me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that was a mistake, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, halfway down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up for 20. Okay, we almost made it through 3 sets. Almost made it through 3 sets to 20. We can't move on until we can consistently go 3 sets of 20. And then we'll go to 3 sets of 25. And then we'll move to the floor, or at least a chair. All right. I like when my hair stands up like that. Makes me feel devilish, like an incubus. Dead sexy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, halfway down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down, all the way up. Oh my goodness gracious, my little arm balls. Ooh. My little arm balls are sore. My little arm balls don't recover as fast as they used to. I remember when I was younger, I could work out. By the afternoon, I was back to normal. Now it takes the full 2 days to recover from a workout. All right, last set of crunches for the day. Of course, when I was a kid, I was a full 200 pounds lighter doing this. So, you know, there's that. All right, 10 crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I do besides deep knee bends. I want you to see this. I want you to see what it's like for a 300-pound dude to get up and down off the floor. Just do some crunches. Because there's 20 million other people out there just like me that don't do this stuff just because it's that hard to get up and down off the floor. And I hope that they're watching me and saying, if that fat jerk can do it, I'm a slender reed compared to that dude. So, and I'm half his age. Whew. All right, 10 deep knee bends, then we get to move to the treadmill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down, all the way up. My camera's acting up. My screen's blinking at me. It's still recording. Has it been doing that the whole time? I haven't noticed it doing that the whole time. So, here we go. The artwork has not changed. Same artwork. Whew. The main thing is that I did not check the plug before I started. So, I have to be careful. My wife is laying on that bed over there. If I'm not careful, you'll see her bootay. I mean, she's not naked or anything. Although I wish she was. Yes, I rather enjoy looking upon her naked. She's not naked. She's booby trapped my treadmill though. She's trying to kill me. Huh. Woohoo! Alright. Goodness. Put my safety harness on here so that if I fall, it's not like a dough mixer. Shorts keep falling. I may have to stop and tie it or not. Okay, so make sure we're at a 0 incline because we were at an incline of 2 on Friday, and I'm going to start at 2 miles an hour just so I can step on it and get my little leg bulbs moving. And we'll go straight from 2 miles to 3.5 miles for 5 minutes, and then we'll do 4 miles at 5 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes at 4 miles an hour. Steadily working up the endurance to get to 6 miles an hour so that I can do a 10-minute mile. We're going to be running before you know it. So, goodness. This feels nice after doing those crunches. I may not feel the same way here in about a minute, but here we go. 3.5 miles an hour. You know what? I missed the 3 miles an hour on the interim. I sure do. But we'll do this for 5 minutes. Goodness, we're up to 75 subscribers. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. 75 people subscribe to watch a fat guy exercise. Who'd have thought anything like that would happen? But it's all, so far, it's all good comments. I mean, we got, what is that? Shimini Shaw? What's it saying? Shimini Shaw says I'm doing a good job, and he says focus on progressive overload. So keep adding weight, and then add repetitions, and then add weight, and then add repetitions, and make sure that you're burning out to build up. And I think we're kind of doing that, but that's a good point. I mean, you have to continually strive to do more, longer, harder, faster. Oh, stop. Oh, behave. Dario Arca says it's a good job. I think it's Arca. I can't read my handwriting. Cyril Gain sent me a message earlier today asking if I was going to work out today because that video wasn't online yet and it was midnight in the UK, which means they're not going to get to see the video today on Monday. No workout on Monday. And again, I spent too long at the auto shop getting the wife's car, getting the oil changed in the wife's car. I should have done the workout earlier in the day. Try not to make that mistake again. But I do appreciate you checking on me. I really do. They laid out the argument, and the Washington Post had an article about the myth of the cardio heart rate zone breathing triangle, and they pointed out that if you walk at 2 miles an hour for an hour, you might burn 150 fat calories versus 30 or 80 carbohydrate calories. That it's about a 70-30 split. But if you were to moderately bike for that amount of time, you'd spend 250 fat calories and 200 carb calories. So you burn more fat, but at a lower percentage and a higher workout rate. And my problem with that is the biking moderately is different for everybody. You have to work up to it. If you just jump in there from nothing to biking moderately, if I were to jump up and bike moderately, this might be moderate for me. I'm not checking my heart rate. I have no idea what my heart rate's doing. I could, but I think those kinds of numbers are just terrifying. But it's a good point. You burn more fat through moderate exercise because you burn more calories through moderate exercise, but it's a lower percentage of the calories burnt are fat. Another thing to consider is that it takes between 20 and 45 minutes to burn the sugar in your blood to get to the fat burning part. So that's why we do that first. You can solve that problem by working out before breakfast, because then your blood sugar is already kind of lowish and it doesn't take as long to get through it. Again, don't take my word for this. This is all information I've gleaned off the few articles I read that they've sent me in my high school health class. So, D Steep said those were solid pull-ups. They were proud of me for the strain that I put on my pull-ups last week. Said that I would probably be sore. Well, you ain't lying. Whew, I was sore all weekend. Saturday, I didn't even want to lift my little arm bulbs up to take drinks of coffee. Dave's been struggling with work and pain, so he's been chair wiggling. And chair wiggling is good. Like I said when I started, even if it's just 30 minutes, I don't put anything in my mouth. That's a win. And then, let's see here. Joshua Kirst said keep going. My friend Jack said I've inspired him to work out again. Armando says keep working. I think Armando said the only thing that can slow you down now is laziness. And I get what he's saying.
The only thing that can slow you down, I think a better way to say that is the only thing that can slow you down is not doing it. Because, you know, there's people that work really hard in their day jobs, and there's people that work really hard taking care of their families and work really hard at everything they do, and they're everything but lazy, except when it comes to taking care of their physical fitness, which is where I was. You know, I was in sales, running all the time, always on the phone, always picking people up and taking people out, calling on people, and, you know, neglecting sleep, neglecting workouts, neglecting my doctor's visits and all that other stuff. And that's how you get to this, is by neglecting that. But is that laziness, or is that wrong focus? And so he's right in the general idea that the only thing that can slow you down is not doing it. And that's, as long as you get up and do it, you're making progress. Practical Seikos in Pakistan. We got people in Pakistan following us. They're underweight. They don't have the same problem I have. They're underweight, trying to build muscle. So they're following me for inspiration and trying to inspire us as well. It's amazing. That's amazing. Zenith Lifestyle says green smoothies. I wonder if that's like some kind of health guru cheer. Green smoothies! Like, yay! I believe that they are suggesting that I substitute green smoothies for meals. And that is a possibility. I like green smoothies. My wife loves green smoothies. She has several different flavors of green smoothie. Maybe I'll dip into her stash for breakfast. I can't read this name. Sagusami. I'm sorry, I can't read it. It says keep it up. Lori suggested that I freeze some dates, and I think that's illegal. One, I'm married. I'm not bringing any dates home. That's dangerous in and of itself. But she says frozen dates taste like caramel candies and that they're lovely. And she says you can fill them with bits of walnut and peanut butter for an extra treat. And yeah, they're sugar, but they have enough fiber and vitamins in them to make them better than pure sugar, to make them more healthy. And she says they curb cravings. They help you curb cravings. And I'm thinking, dates are really prunes, aren't they? I can see how that would help you curb cravings. Huh. My dad gained a half a pound. I attribute that to the fact that we didn't go have liver and onions this week. My mom broke out her elliptical, and she's going to start working out. We'll see if she chimes in this week to see if she keeps up with that. But she said she's going to start working out with the elliptical. She says that thing's evil. I kind of agree with her. But 75 subscribers, that's amazing. That's a lot. But it's still only 53% of the viewership. So if you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because it's the only way you're going to be notified of when the new videos come out and have the opportunity to see me fall on my butt or get onto the floor for a crunch and wallow around like a turtle on his back, because I know that's entertaining for some of you. I'm not gonna lie, there was a minute there I either didn't want to get up bad enough or I just didn't think I could. But thank you. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll be back Wednesday to do it again. I'm gonna get this video uploaded, take a shower, and then my wife wants tacos. So I have to figure out how I can do that in a healthy manner. But until Wednesday, mwah, peace out.